Okay, good morning, students. So, we are here to learn a new topic, that is romantic moment in English literature. Most of the time, this terminology confuses a lot. Romanticism. What is romantic moment? Can someone say what is romantic moment? Yeah, you heard about it. Yeah. Romantic moment is a moment in English literature. It is connected to emotion. Emotion. When you say about emotion in literature, emotion plays a vital role in composition. This emotion was suppressed just a period before in the literary moment. So that you can see in literary moment, the first comes, it is English literature. When you speak about English literature, yes, it is Elizabethan period. Elizabethan period, there were many great writers like Shakespeare and Marlowe, Johnson. Johnson, of course, comes in Jacobean period, that is just after the Elizabethan period, but almost the period was similar. After Elizabethan period, there comes neoclassical. So neoclassical is where the writers, especially the famous poets like Dryden, Pope, and Samuel Johnson. These three poets, they spearheaded neoclassical movement. And this neoclassical movement gave more emphasis to classical period. Classical period, which are classical writers like Aristotle, Longinus, and if again you go back to the classical period, Homer, Virgil, and the Roman writers, Seneca, this period is called classical period. And neoclassical considered classicals are their ideals. So whenever you write a poetry or a play, you need to strictly follow the rules and regulations of the classical period. Otherwise, they won't accept that literary piece. And if someone wrote, if somebody wrote a poetry or composed any other piece of art, they would ridicule. And that period is known for its satirical writing. Already you have studied Rape of Lock, Max Flecknoe, by these great writers like Alexander Pope and Dryden. But when you come to romantic moment was a reaction against neoclassical period. Neoclassical writers were mainly writing for aristocratic people, kings, queens. They were the subject, lords, knights were the subject matter of neoclassical writers. But romantic movement brought a change. They were against all these kind of so many rules and regulations that is stipulated for writing a poetry or prose or even other sort of genres. So romantic movement, they gave more importance to emotions. Earlier, literature was a class, but now they said that no, literature you can't limit to certain group of people in the society, and they brought from class to mass. Literature became a mass movement. Actually, in world literature, if you study democracy began in this period. Democratic period in the world political history and romantic movement in literature goes side by side. What is the famous definition of democracy? Democracy is of the people, by the people, and for the people. And the same definition, romantic movement redefined in literary term, literature is of the people, by the people and for the people. And what romantic people did, what romantic writers did, they found subject matter from nature. Birds, cuckoo, mountain, rivers, all became the subject matter of poetry. It was a new thing, it was not there earlier. William Blake wrote a poem, Chimney Sweeper. Chimney Sweeper, who is a chimney sweeper? It's a boy who comes and cleans the chimney. In those days, there was no electricity and LPG stock. So, chimney need to be cleaned in between. And who is a poor person? Poetry was written on him. Solitary Reaper, William Wordsworth. So, they began to write about nature. Solitary Reaper, a small girl who is cutting harvest, reaping, became the subject matter. And after that, these are the earlier romantic poets. Wordsworth, then S.T. Coleridge, all these poets were Southey, all these lake poets, they are romantic poets. And younger romantics, there is another generation of romantic poets. They are so ferocious. Keats, Shelley, and Byron. So they brought a new movement in literature. This is not based on reason more than reason. They preferred emotion.